welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is a random love reading for all signs. Anyone who is drawn, there will be a message here for you. So if you're drawn to it, very much welcome. If you're cross-watching, you're welcome. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite and some other oracle cards as well. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. God. Ooh. Nice. This one came up in the shuffle, so we're going to have it. Queen of Pentacles. Now, if you watch my dailies, you will know that this is what I call the Queen of Velvet Waiting, okay? She makes an art out of waiting to the point that it's almost as if she's not waiting, she's just being. She's very happy on the throne. She's got her pentacle. She's patient. She's kind. She's not in a rush. She's not in a hurry. She's not in fear. She's feeling settled and together about it, okay? Now, that is in contrast up here to the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Page of Pentacles in reverse is very much feeling a sense of impatience, frustration. Why is someone not coming forward? That is a huge part of this message that I can see. Why is someone not coming forward? Where is it? What's happening? Where is it? That real grrr energy. And next to the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse is the person who comes forward with pomp and ceremony and dood and fire and sometimes a bit of, you know, something as well. He's hot and he's in the reverse, which means he's not come, he's not arrived, he's not there. Where is he? What's going on? Okay. Next to this, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, working together, an exchange. Something, it appears, has broken down in the pursuit of you, I think, is what I'm getting. Now, we have two quite tricky cards. Well, three, actually. And then we have a really nice one. We'll get to that. Nine of Swords in reverse. So there's been some sleepless nights over this. There's been some paranoia over this. I think one piece of advice I would give you about this situation is not to strategize too much. The Nine of Swords is a card of being very much up in your head. All of the swords are above this person's head. It's like what they call the swords of Damocles, you know, where you never know if they're going to fall or not, but just the fact that they're there is enough to keep your mind ticking over and occupied with somebody. So if you can get out of your head about this, and I know that is so much easier said than done, because, you know, once we get triggered and once there is something that isn't happening and we're detecting an absence and it's triggering fear, I feel like that causes us to go searching. And where do we go searching? In our head. And I think also this goes for searching for methods, for systems, for, you know, even online courses about how to get your ex back or whatever it is you might be doing. See if you can step out of that kind of maelstrom of grrr activity and back into your own heart, okay? Because there's definitely something underneath all this that is being worked through. Overall energy card, I've got the Ten of Swords. So something needs to reach a point of saturation, a point of, because the 9 moves to the 10, and once it does that, it can go back to the Ace. So it needs to reach this point of saturation. It needs to reach some kind of, like, not boiling point, but definitely like psh. It's what I call stick a fork in me, I'm done. It needs to reach the point where all the old wounds have been accounted for and processed. Now, you may be doing this, or they may be doing this, or you both may be doing this. It's giving me an itchy ear. Three of Swords in the middle, triangulation. there was a third element in this relationship. It could be a person. I don't get a card for that at the moment. It could be someone's job. It could be a lack of commitment. It was something that is the third sword, piercing this heart and preventing some kind of harmony. Right, then what we get, some really, really beautiful cards. Okay, this is the other half of the reading. Temperance. And Temperance is the card of not only, it's not even a card of waiting, it's a card of learning to play where you are, learning to bloom where you are, learning to be appreciative of what you've got, whatever it is, okay? It's that whole, the more happy you can be with where you are, even if that situation is really frustrating, if you can get inside it and wear it like a cozy jumper and feel all right in yourself and get back into your heart energy and back into your own essence of humanness. I am not my thoughts, you know, I am not my feelings. I think you will find that this will move, okay? Ace of Cups. New beginning, new love on the horizon, new opportunity, renewal of love, something very pure and something very prime, you know. I like this energy, it's lovely. And above it, the Nine of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Nine of Cups, your emotional wish card. I think while you're daydreaming and while you're getting back into yourself and while you're trying to step out of this getting up in your paranoid headspace, if you can hold on to your daydreams, if you can hold on to your genuine heartfelt wishes about love and what you want to happen, that will be far more beneficial than trying to work the other person out. And then we get the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands, of course, has progressed from the Knight. So he has, you know, he's found his big stick. He's discovered how to get to the throne. He's discovered how to get there. He's like the last development from the Page, the Knight and the King. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or somebody who needs to find their confidence to come to say whatever it is they have to say to make this right, to achieve union. And you really become the Queen of Velvet waiting for this. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look, quick looky-see. Do subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you haven't already. It's down there somewhere. Make sure the wiggly bell is activated, because I will be doing more random love readings, and they are just random. Then they'll pop up on your feed. Oof, hello. Look at that. Okay, right, this is really interesting. Oh my God. Sorry. Very interesting, Brian and Wendy Frood. Queen of Shadows with the Prince of Shadows. That is two shadow counterparts. There is something in this relationship that is to do with memories and shadow sides, and the need for both of you to probably spend some time in this waiting period in a kind of shadowland where you really inhabit your own skin. You really know who you are. You really know what your shadow side is. You really know what your insecurities are, what their insecurities are. That's that Three of Swords. Then we get the Remembrance. This is to do with memory again and shadow. It goes with those shadow cards. For some of you, it may be a question of having to really process things that have happened to you in your life, the shadows of your life. Ten of Swords can often be, for me, a family pattern card. It's very rarely just relating to somebody else and your relationship with that one person. It's often, for me, every sword that was put in along the way. It can be age 10, it can be 1, it can be a year, it can be just a whole pattern of history. This is kind of a growth period, okay? Then we get the dreaming. And the dreaming is what I'm talking about with the Nine of Cups, when you need to hold on to your dream of true love, that Ace of Cups, and how it can be. And along with the dreaming, we get Pan, which is taking a leap of faith into the light. Moving forward with this is a leap of faith, and there will need to be a leap of faith, because what you can't do is work it out in your head or even work it out by talking about it. I just don't think that's going to work. Oof. I knew that was going to come up. Even if you've got questions about whether there was a third party with this, and some of you have, I don't think at the moment investigating or asking is going to help. I know that sounds weird. Gosh. Okay, let's deal with difficult love cards. Infidelity. Now, it may not be that they were, but there is a question of it. There is some doubt about it. That doubt cannot probably be remedied by you thinking about it, you searching for things on social media, or you talking to them about it. I don't mean that you would never have that conversation. Obviously, you might need to have that conversation, but it needs to come from a place of light and willingness and truth, okay? Problem card of naivety. Some of you are worried that you're being naive about somebody, that they're not, that this shadow side, you can't work out if they are who they say they are, okay? Don't try and work it out. It will become apparent. It will literally come to light, okay? The problem card of doubt. It's the same thing. Doubt in itself can cause you to... It just is a self-perpetuating thought, isn't it? It causes cycles and cycles and cycles of thoughts. Fear of inadequacy. I think that goes on both sides, okay? And then we get the Grace card of happiness. There's a lot of potential here, and also the card of irresistibility. This is about law of attraction as well, and the dreaming, and considering yourself to be apprising yourself, not a prize to this person, just literally apprising yourself just for being you, to cause that attraction energy. That's what the Ace of Cups is, okay? Nice. Let's have Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Oh, yes. Okay. Interesting. I will have that one, actually. Neverending Story. Now, this is where you get caught up in the he said, she said, whatever it is, okay? The back and forth, and did I say this and did they say that, and scrolling through text on your phone and all that kind of stuff. Don't get caught up in the never-ending story, okay? Deep knowing. Deep knowing is where you get into your own skin, you get into your own heart, you get into your own truth. And it way goes beyond the facts and the figures of the situation, okay? And then we have exchanging gifts. And this is the gift of truth. And I do think there will be a fair and proper exchange about this, but I don't think it's just yet, okay? That Temperance card and the Queen of Pentacles card says to absolutely still do you and be yourself, where there is an interval before that happens, okay? Healing with the Angels card, we get freedom. And that again goes on both sides. There is a need for freedom in this. There is a need for people to absolutely really be who they are in this situation. And that may take a bit of time. It may take a bit of light work. It may take a bit of working with your own shadows. It may take a bit of just being with yourself while they are with themselves, okay? But there is a very good connection here. There's some beautiful light energy with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. But it does require this ability to be able to play on your own in the meantime, okay? So I hope everyone that's given you some clarity. Do subscribe to the channel and do share the video with others, and I will see you next time. Namaste.